Next, please welcome the second speaker from the proposition team. You have 4 minutes to deliver rebuttal and constructive speech. You may begin.
My speech will start in 3, 2, 1. Every product a citizen buys is a vote for foreign factories or a vote for local workers. When millions of citizens consistently choose local products, they are not just shopping, they are deciding how many jobs exist in their own countries. Ladies and gentlemen, we do not argue that other factors do not contribute to economic growth. Foreign investment, trade, technology, human resources, human capitals, and policy all play important roles. We fully acknowledge that. However, our team is here to prove that citizen support for local products also contributes significantly to national economic growth. When people consistently support local products, they actively strengthening domestic industry, create jobs, and contribute to long-term economic growth. This contribution is significant, practical, and we cannot afford to overlook. Before I continue, I would like to show my respect to the chair of ceremony, honorable adjudicators, and all fellow debaters here today. Good morning. My name is Sim Pirom, and as the second speaker of the proposition team, I'm here to deliver our second argument, how citizen support for local products creates more jobs. Ladies and gentlemen, when citizens support local products, the demand for those products increases. To meet this demand, local businesses must expand their production. Expansion means hiring more workers, not just only in factories, but also in farming, transportation, packaging, marketing, and retail. One local product does not create one job. It creates a chain of employment opportunities. According to the International Labour Organization, ILO, small and medium-sized enterprises, most of which are local businesses, provides over 70% of total employment worldwide. And these businesses depend heavily on domestic consumers. When citizens stop buying local, these jobs are the first to disappear. As economist Enrico Moretti of the University of California, Berkeley, explained in his new book, The New Geography of Jobs, spending money on local products generate ripple effects throughout the economies. When consumers support domestic businesses, those businesses hiring more workers, increase more productions, and also purchase supply from the other local firms. This chain reaction creates additional employment opportunities, raises income, and ultimately strengthen the long-term economic growth and improve overall national prosperities. In addition, the World Bank states that strengthening domestic industries have reduced unemployment and also poverty, especially in the developing countries. Unlike the multinational corporations, local businesses reinvest their profit within the countries, which leading to more job creations, leading to long-term job creation rather than temporary employment opportunities. Ladies and gentlemen, we are not saying that foreign products should be eliminated. We are saying that without local support, local industry cannot survive. And without local industries, sustainable job creation cannot be possible. Ladies and gentlemen, our stand is clear, and we are here to prove that citizen support for local product is practical and it also contributes to economic growth. And we do not deny any other factors. We support it, but we must not ignore the citizen support for our local products. Ladies and gentlemen, in my conclusion, citizen support for local product is the most practical ways that the citizen can do to create more jobs, because it creates the business runnings, it expands the productions, and it also contributes to reduce the dependence on the external market. Before I end my speech, I would like to suggest to the government, school, and community to actively encourage citizens to support local products through awareness campaign and supportive policies. And job creators should continue creating and expanding employment. And investors should confidently invest in locals in business to create more jobs. And we strongly propose. Thank you.
Thank you. Next, please welcome the second speaker from the opposition team. You have 4 minutes to deliver rebuttal and constructive speech. You may begin.
Testing, testing. My speech will start in 3, 2, 1. Ladies and gentlemen, before I begin my constructive speech, let me first clarify a major misunderstanding from the proposition team. They seem to believe that simply buying local product can automatically lead to national economic growth. However, this is not how modern economic actually works. So to make this clearer, let's picture a simple scenario. Imagine a country with unskilled workers, outdated technology, and low productivity. Now ask yourself a question. Will the investors suddenly rush in just because our citizens promise to buy local? Dear proponent, absolutely not. The truth is simple. The investor will follow skill, productivity, not patriotism. Now, with this clarification in mind, let us probably examine this motion. But before I continue, I would like to pay my highest respect to Venerable Mang, the chairman of ceremony, honorable judges, fellow debater, and all distinguished participants here. Very good morning. My name is Pen Sosipaj, as the second speaker from our opposition team, and I'm here to tell you why human capital is the better solution to national economic growth. Ladies and gentlemen, our stand is simple and evidence-based. We believe that human capital can attract investment, and investment drive economic growth. It's true, supporting local product can create some jobs and help small business. Unfortunately, these benefits are limited, short-term, and insufficient for long-term development. If we truly want sustainable development, we must focus on human capital, investment, and international trade that are the real engine of innovation, competitiveness, and productivity. Ladies and gentlemen, let me tell you why human capital can attract investment and investment drive economic growth. Because when a country possesses a strong skilled workforce, foreign direct investment or FDI flow in. And FDI bring more than just the money, but they bring technology, advanced skill, higher wage, and ultimately a strong GDP. And this isn't just a theory. It is our Cambodia reality right now. According to Khmer Time, on March 2025, our Prime Minister Hun Manet stated that if we lack of human resources or human capital, we are weak. And of course, the investor will find other countries at their investment location. And when he met with an investor, the first thing they asked about was human capital. And this aligned perfectly with an international report, the U.S. Department of State 2025, the U.S. Department of State Investment Summit Claimant, I clearly identified the same issue, stating that Cambodia faced the challenges include a limited supply of skilled labor. To further illustrate this, ladies and gentlemen, let's look at Singapore. Singapore attracted 14.41% of all global investment in 2023, according to World Bank data. And this success didn't come from telling citizens to buy Singaporean, but from the decade in investing in skill workforce, productivities, and human capitals. That's why it makes Singapore one of the most attractive investment destinations in the world. So the lesson is undeniable. Human capital attract investment, investment drive economic growth, and when investment enter in our country, it can expand our industry and also create a strong industry, and strong industry can produce the product people want to buy. Yet the proposition team argue that buying local will grow the economy, but they fail to answer the most important question. Why? Why citizens buy local if the products are not competitive? So let me end this clearly. Dear proposition team, you can encourage people to buy local, but without skilled workforce, there will be nothing worth buying. So you only offer the emotion, but we offer the economic realities. So for all of the reasons, we, the opposition team, strongly believe that human capital is a better solution to national economic growth because it can expand our industry, and we strongly oppose today's motion. Thank you.
Thank you.